FlutterFlow 4.0 is amazing, but what if you want to supercharge it? Here are 3 platforms you've never heard of that can supercharge your app. So let's go through the 3 different platforms. 1, Rowy. 2, BuildShip. And 3, Theta. Now, as we go through this, remember, we're going to break down the features, how this can apply for you if you're building with FlutterFlow, and who this is for. So let's go through the first one. Number 1, Rowy. What in the world is Rowy? Well, this is a low-code backend solution, and this allows you to manage your database. And I would say what really supercharges this, why people care about this, is it's super simple. It allows you to visually navigate all of your database similar to like Google Sheets. So if you're overwhelmed by Firebase and you are just struggling with a lot of the more advanced things, you can be doing this using Rowy. Now, there are 2 things I will say about this with FlutterFlow. There are some advancements with FlutterFlow with the AI gen, where it allows you to, again, scale up or build your backend a lot easier using the power of AI. But if you're looking to do more advanced cloud functions, you could be doing that with Rowy. Again, here's another caveat. With FlutterFlow 4.0, with the cloud functions, a lot of the things that Rowy was known for that really allowed you to supercharge FlutterFlow, you can be doing that with the cloud functions. But Rowy does allow you to do this, I would say, with if you're not used to a lot of coding, this would be a lot easier for you. Also, too, that leads into the next thing that Rowy made that I think is actually a game changer. So again, Rowy, I feel like if you're having trouble managing your backend, all of those things, that's what Rowy is for. And the pricing is pretty crazy and how cheap it is. But this is what I'm really excited about from the team from Rowy, and that's called BuildShip. Now, this allows you to build APIs, just backend tasks, all of these things with a visual backend builder powered by AI. So I feel like if you're having trouble describing what you need to do in all of these very specific functions, this allows you to build in no time what you need to do. You can ship it. And then if you're going to do API calls, all of those different things in Firebase or connected to FlutterFlow, you can do this. There are just so many different things with this that I really like. I think this is going to be really powerful if you use it in FlutterFlow, but also if you're a no-code developer and you have a automation agency and you're doing some really sophisticated things on the back end. I see this going to be a really good tool in your toolkit that helps you build out apps, but also just a lot of workflow stuff. BuildShip, it just came out. I just got access to it. If people want me to do more details on this, let me know in the comment section down below. But this allows you to do a lot of things. You're going to be able to combine AI models, do a lot of deep dive things in the back end. So this is something that I'm interested in quite a bit. Also, too, their templates, really crazy. So this allows you, again, to get a good idea of what you could be doing. For example, it could be something practical like Stripe Summary Generator. Schedule a task to create a monthly report of your Stripe account and perform any credit adjustments required. This is the low-code way to create scheduled tasks. Yeah, this is great. Google Vision API, given an image URL, reverse image search using Google Vision API to identify the objects in the image. There are different ways. If you're doing that, you can do that with APIs right now. You can look at Google Cloud Vision or yeah, is it still called Cloud Vision? Google Vision. And this just makes it a lot easier. So there's a lot of tasks that if you are struggling with doing API calls or struggling with just the structure when you're building this out, BuildShip's going to really make it easy for you to do this. And I see this big things happening with BuildShip. Again, if you want me to talk about it more, and again, you can see it in the back end. I just got access to it and kind of talking about some of the things I plan on doing with the APIs. Let me know. Now, this brings us to our third platform that I think can really help you, and that is Theta. Now, they spelt it a little bit different before. This is the new iteration, and this allows you to create apps faster by injecting UI. Now, the use case for this, again, it is not a competitor to FlutterFlow. In fact, you can use it to actually work together right here. So you can implement A/B tests in your FlutterFlow app using Theta and tons of other things. And you can see this in their documentation. There's tons of things that you could be doing with Theta. But if you want the head-to-head Theta versus FlutterFlow, they did an article and breaking down how FlutterFlow is the app builder, and Theta is really there for the remote design system. Again, it's focused on the UI and what you're going to be doing with the design and being able to work faster when you're doing different tests, seeing what works, how you're going to be able to deploy it. And Theta is going to be able to work with your Flutter apps, but also you can use it with FlutterFlow as well. Shout out to Andrea. We're going to have a video coming up. If you want to hear from her how she created Theta, all of these things, there's going to be a full interview dropped on this channel later this week as well. In the comment section down below, out of Rowy, out of BuildShip, and Theta, which one are you planning to use with FlutterFlow? Do you need them right now? Or are you just getting started with FlutterFlow and you're a complete beginner? If so, there's going to be a card or a link somewhere that's appearing right now that you can get started with FlutterFlow right now.